the whole groups, whole groups in Hong Kong. Okay, but these leaders are the future, and then they survive. They still commit 100%. They visualize their success. They are very helpful. They have training center. They do presentation every night. In the daytime, they meet people in the coffee shop. No strategy. Very simple. So the challenging is, if you are not the right people, there are challenges. If you are right people, there's no challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we do as a leader? I think as a leader is, if we're able to empower those people with our vision to become the best version of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
then I will say these people will stay in the business.
These people will stay, yeah. So
But for those people who don't want extraordinary life, who don't care about Nuskin company, who don't care about our quality of products, they will leave. And honestly, we don't mind too.
So essentially,
yeah, because we want to save all our time for the right people and to empower these people become the leaders. And these are the people who build the Indian market. These are the people who build the Hong Kong market. I don't want to make it long. I want to make it short to answer your question.
yeah, thank you, Philip. Yes. So essentially, the reason why we ask this question is very important because everybody, like what Philip said, everybody's got all excited. Hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be whatever pin title. And then after that, ting, it dies down. So therefore, this is so important to get it right from day one. The mindset, the kind of people, the kind of expectation you have for yourself, for your teammates as well. Now, I want to turn over to Pat and Margaret. You guys are, I would say that you guys are so passionate about products. So Philip is talking about business and getting the mindset. I want to talk about products because Pat, in your video earlier on, you sacrificed your face for 4 years, the experiment. And I know Margaret has been traveling around the world teaching all of us. I think we were in Marbella in Spain just a few months ago, and she was even teaching me a new technique on LumiSpa, although we've been using the LumiSpa since 2017 when it was launched. So, I want Pat and Margaret to share with us about your product story. Now, how did you obviously, your angle could be doing lots of demo, lots of facelift. Those days we have facelift, but obviously when we're going to India, we're going to have Lumis Spa, we're going to have Galvanic Spa. How did you, from the product angle, determine the right people to partner for the business? How did you swing them over?
Well, I call it, at the time, it is true. You have to talk to a lot of people. It's like every mother, when you have a baby, you would think your baby would be the dragon, the phoenix, right? But then not everybody would turn out that way. But I did go through a lot of demo. Everybody that I meet within 3 feet of me, I would try to put a demo on their face. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're interested, you got to see the product, got to be good. If it's not good, then why are we doing the business, right? So I remember it was a lot of facelift. And I remember when Korea was starting, the first few trips to Korea, it was so funny because they opened up my bag and they opened up the box, and it was white powder. So they asked me, what's that? And I said, no, it's just new. It's a facelift. And they look at it, they don't believe it. They have to take it to the back room to test it out. If it's real, they thought it was some other kind of white powder.
You mean at the custom and the immigration?
Going into Korea, I remember that was one of the episodes. Yeah. And yeah, but really nice for me because my upline used a hair product and he had amazing result, right? So Pat has so much hair. I still have a good, decent hair. So it was like, what can we do? So what did you do?
Yeah, Pat, you are amazing. We want to hear your story. Why you sacrifice half your face?
Like Marguerite said, our sponsor, Home Thai, used Nutriol and had good results. Okay. So he became a walking legend. Everybody wanted to take pictures with him because of his hair. And I looked at him, I said, okay, what can I do? Right? Obviously, even now I don't need Nutriol.
Yes,
So
you should probably use it.
what? So that
get
my
it.
hairline will go down to here?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so at that time, Celtrix was just launched. So I figured, okay, let's do an experiment on this. I used Celtrix on half of my face. And after a week, 10 days, I asked, hey, can you see a difference? And she said, oh, yeah, this side, right? I said, yeah, correct. And she said, oh, this is a great idea. You, not we, you continue using Celtrix on half of my face, and all I need to do is show your face. People will look at the results of the
That's true.
products. And that's okay, I'll do that, to support the business, except that I'll quit when the check is $5,000. But that check turned out, that requirement came higher and higher. So I used Celtrix on half of my face for 4 years.
Yeah.
But of course, the dosage was reduced because I don't want to make it too obvious. And I think you still can see some difference.
Yeah. Well, not maybe, I don't know on the
I don't know if
visual.
you still can see in the camera, but anyway, I used Celtrix on this side of my face for 4 years. Okay. But the main thing is, since we have never done, both of us have not done any business before, the only thing we know is that, okay, to show that these products are good, they're reliable, they bring results, and there's a big business behind these products. Would you come listen and join us?
Yes.
That's how we built our business. Okay, because we never ran a shop. She was a programmer, I was a lawyer. Didn't have any experience like Philip has in business. Whether risky or not, we don't know.
Yeah. It's just like a belief and then a dream. And we were trying to buy a new house at that point. So the dream of having to make $2,400 extra.
Not a dream, but the need. Okay, to get the house, we do need some extra money. That's the driving force. And for those who are new in this, you have to consider, what is your driving force? What do you need? What to do when you become successful in this business?
Yeah.
You gotta have a goal somewhere.
I think what I did at that point, so after we moved into the house, then I said, then what is my next goal? And I don't really know how to set goals back then. So all I knew was, let's see what I can do. So I decided to do that. I wanted a bracelet from Tiffany. So I went over there, check out Tiffany, and I found the bracelet that I really like. And I said, okay, so in order for me to get that bracelet, I need 2 new executives, 2 new lines. And so I went towards that. It was, I think if it was something really big, I may not be able to feel that I could achieve it because I've never really done business. It was always like, I'm a programmer, it's led by my boss. My boss tell you, do this, you do it. But to do it yourself. So I set up little goals for myself. So after I reached my 2 executive, I went and got my bracelet. And I said, that's a reward to me.
Yes. She visited Tiffany so often, the security guard knew us. Oh, you guys again. Come on in.
No,
And Margaret finally bought a fancy yellow diamond ring, I remember.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah, you did, right? I remember.
Yes, that's yellow diamond.
Yeah, that was 30 years ago. She showed it to me.
It was probably 25. Yeah, could be. I remember it was another goal to set up, I think, to become blue diamond, then it was the next goal, right? Always you have to be
ladies out there, if you want some jewelry, some handbags, guess what? Set little goals I want Margaret to share with us. And there you go. You got a free ring, earrings, handbag, whatever. Thank you. Okay, Philip, I want to go back to you. Now, looking at you had the experience of opening new markets and you're a businessman and, your mindset is solid. If looking at the India opening today, what specific aspect of your Hong Kong experience do you think is most directly applicable to an India market? That you could, draw some parallel and say, well, if you're going to start India yourself, of course, you don't need to, But if you want to start India tomorrow, what would be the very first thing that you would want to focus on?
I tell you, Nuskin is a very simple process. There's nothing very special. It's all about, you must have lots of actions. You have massive actions on meeting people. It can be coffee time. It can be like seminars in the evening. You talk about business. You talk about products. You talk about some basic training. And then in the daytime, you invite your friends to coffee shops. You just keep on have massive action. But the point is, I will say, with people listening to you, to what you said, right? So you must believe what you said, and that's why you need to visualize your success. You always come to my philosophy of success. I mentioned visualize. That means before you succeed, you succeed, because the way you talk is different. And secondly, if you're very helpful to the right people. When you're very helpful to the right, that means you are not selling anything. You are not selling a plan to them. You just be helpful to empower a person to achieve what they need. That is the attitude. And about yourself, if you don't believe you can succeed, how you can have this attitude? So that's why I will say action is very simple, just to meet lots of people every day in the coffee time. And then at night, we bring them to the meetings for the BOM, for the product, and for the training. And then I think at this moment, we can do both offline and online. Of course, we don't miss the online activities, because 30 years ago, we don't have online activity. Now we have. So I will say we have online and offline at the same time to cover. I think the difference is because we all believe in Nuskin. We all believe in the product. And also we believe in ourselves. And we want to be more helpful to the right people. And we don't want to convince the wrong people to come here. No, we don't.
So on one hand, things hasn't changed much. Still, product user, become the product of the product, talk to people, meet lots of people, create the momentum, But then there's one thing that's different 30 years ago is social media, online. So we have this advantage.
Actually, the process is very simple. It's all about you. It's how do you behave yourself? Do you believe what you said? Or do we take advantage from people? Or do we be more helpful to the right people? You see, this kind of attitude are very important for your success. So I would say massive actions in the daytime, massive actions in the nighttime, lots of offline and online activities, and then we are all very helpful to each other. Then I think we can rock the whole India market. Yeah.
Okay, I have one question for Pat and Margaret, and after that, you guys, please, you have any questions, please put it inside the chat, and then we'll open the floor for more questions. Okay, now based on your journey, well, it's a long journey. I'm sure there's so many things you did, and it was really good for you guys to share like a history of Nuskin. What is the most common mistake new distributors make in a new market, especially a new market? And how can our team in India avoid it or learn from it? What is the biggest one?
I am more of a product person, so I do definitely believe in doing half face or one hand, because I have done so many mistakes. I remember that people says, I can't go out with half a face. Can you please do my other half a face? I will buy. I will join. And so I find out that is a mistake, because you do both sides. Even those were like within 2 hours difference, right? So then they go home, they feel like, I looked like this yesterday. I always look like this, and they don't feel that they look better. So that is one of my original things that I realized that I consider a mistake. So I decided I'm never going to do anybody, whatever reason, I would never do the other side.
Well,
Mm.
well, Philip has mentioned this before. There's a big rush when the market first opened, and then it'll quiet down a bit, and then people will start finding out that it's not a simple, easy business, so they give up. And
It's simple, not easy.
yeah, it's simple, but it's not easy, right? So a lot of people come in, in a flash, and then they disappear. That's the most important part. You have to persist. Okay, we went to live this time last week, and some guy mentioned a very important thing is that you have to realize that you must persist until you succeed. You just cannot come in as a flash and then disappear. You just have to keep on going. All right. I mean, not everybody is going to tell you the truth that they are very interested. They are interested, but then they see how they experience the challenge after a couple of times. When people say no to them, oh, this is not for me. I'd rather go back to my job.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, because again, with a job, you're guaranteed a salary. However, that reminds me, yesterday, Amazon just announced that they're laying off 30,000 people. And UPS also announced a huge amount of people. You want that happen to you, and then what am I going to do? Right? My paycheck is going to disappear soon. So this is a business, like Philip said, there's no risk. It's just a matter of you want to persist until you become successful. You just have to keep doing it. A lot of people say, okay, how come Margaret is still doing all these demos? Yes, because she truly believes in the products, and she like to share this business and the business with others.
Yeah.
After 37 years, she still has that belief.
Yes, definitely. I can see the excitement. Margaret always so excited to share on demo. Yeah, thank you. I think it is true. It's really, finding the right people, they got to understand why they're in it here. And I think Margaret's sharing about, I make the mistake as well, because I feel like, oh gosh, the face looks so crooked or something, and I'm so like, they plead, and I say, and I gave in, and I've done it before. But I've also learned that those that you actually do both ways are very likely they will buy. I think it's really the one they can really see the difference the day after, really lopsided, that they are the ones. So therefore, always remember only half of. See. All right, let me see any question. Oh, yeah, there is a question from Shri. Yeah, our new distributor who have just joined us. India eligible for India market. It's really great that you're asking this question. Which was the first product you used to introduce Nuskin to people? Maybe quite different 30 years ago from now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys have to realize today you have all these products, the spa, the well spa, Lumi spa, facial spa. We started, the only thing that can bring quick results that we can see with ease,
Eyes.
with your eyes, was the facelift.
Yes.
I think they still sell facelift.
No,
We don't have that. Unfortunately, we don't have that.
So the main thing is,
Lumi Spa. I think that's the
Lumi
easiest.
Spa. You just have to show the difference that the products can bring.
Yeah.
That's most convincing part.
And in India, it's Lumi Spa.
Yeah, okay.
And galvanic spa.
And galvanic, yeah. But US have no galvanic spa.
Yeah, so different markets, I think at the end of the day, whichever your market is, and let's say we're talking about India market right now, you just have to go with the company's momentum in terms of the introduction of the various products. So for example, for India, we have Serenu, which is a new strategy for the whole of New Skin world, that we have a professional skincare range for the beauty salon, because company has actually done a lot of market research, and the Indians do frequent the beauty parlors very often, like once or twice a week. And they look to this beauty therapies for consultation and advice. So therefore, that's why the first phase of our pre-launch or soft launch is really the Serenu professional beauty range. And therefore, in it, we have the Lumi Spa and the Galvanic Spa. So therefore, that's just to fill you in for those of you who are not so familiar with the Indian market. Now, what is the difference? Does it? Okay, wait. Okay, so yes, Jaya, don't wait until you are in a bind due to job loss. Start building. Yes, build this business slowly so that you have a plan B. We always call it a plan B. Does it make business sense to open a shop, a brick and mortar shop? There is a question there. What is your take? Philip, since you used to run retail and you've been on to Nuskin right now, there is a question. Does it make business sense to open a shop, a brick and mortar shop with Nuskin?
What is mean by mortar?
Meaning you have a physical shop.
All the skincare products have shops. So I personally don't find this is a vision. And secondly, why we do Nuskin is because we want to be flexible. We want to have freedom. We want to use a phone to do the Nuskin business all around the world. And now we go back to the physical entity. Well, of course, if you just for the profit making, it could be you offer good service, you spend some advertising dollars, lots of people. Yeah, you can make profit, but honestly, you can pick any one product in the world and open a shop. All right. So we want to take advantage of the quality of Nuskin. Yeah. I won't say it's wrong. I just don't do it myself like this way. I think if you want to be, I think everyone in here want to be very successful. You must have a vision. How should we do it? How should we do it, right? So as I said, I think if we can empower people to visualize this extraordinary life that they can achieve, these people will stay with you. Yeah, so we know the concept. We are not lying. We experience it, and we know the platform works. So I don't want to go through too many informations, but by answering what about the shops, I can order many branding products and open a shop and make profit. Okay, then why do you use Nuskin?
Yeah,
Nuskin is something even more special. It's how we can accelerate the speed of success and achieve the freedom at the same time. That is why we are here. If we just making profit, we have many choices. So we cannot differentiate ourselves from other people, from other opportunities. So we raise competition. That's why we get problem again, because we raise the competition. The only way we stop the competition is we offer people an extraordinary life that you cannot find anywhere else.
Yes.
And let them to answer you yes or no. It's fine. Because we don't want to convince the people who say no. We want to empower people who say yes, and we stick together for the rest of our lives. So this is the concept of what we are doing in Nuskin. We are not just here to make the difference of selling a product and make a profit, because we can find any other product to do the same thing.
Yes, totally agree.
By the way, don't want to move. Yeah, I think
thanks, Philip. Yeah, totally agree. Now, at the end of the day, if you have attended Philip's philosophy of success, and he's going to organize, we're going to go to India and do the philosophy of success. You know that he will always talk about you got to share something, a vision to people that they can see it, and it's totally different from what we would normally do in other business model. So anyway, the next question, which I think is very relevant, because a lot of people say, three of you started the journey like in the 80s, in the 90s, you have the first mover advantage, maybe it's a lot easier than as compared to now. So what is the difference between the 90s to now? Is it easy to see the success now or those days? That was the question from Sunny.
Margaret, you go ahead if you want to start.
Okay. So I have to tell you, it's really interesting when, I live in the Washington, D.C. area, And so after I think 4 or 5 years, we joined Nuskin, and then all of a sudden there was this very famous speaker came into town, and he was recruited by Dave Johnson, one of my up line. And so, and he says, oh, to become Blue Diamond, easy. I just need 12 people. Oh, I have 12 branches, and we just signed them up, and they're all going to become, and then I'll become Blue Diamond. So I got worried. I was so newbie, Nuskin, still newbie. And I told Pat, oh my God.
The end is near.
The end is near. Everybody going to sign up with him. And that's it. But then, what happened?
Not only that, this guy's a professional speaker.
Yeah.
Okay. And he wins awards for the champion in public speaking or whatever. Okay. And compared to them, we're so clumsy when in comparison, our speeches are so crude, should we say? Okay, I mean, he's so polished. We look at him and say, "Oh boy, the end is near." Except he wasn't really doing the business.
Yeah,
he didn't never try the products. He didn't understand the plan.
He doesn't understand plans or the product. He says, oh, Marguerite, can you share with my secretary here how to use this product? And the secretary is working as a job. She's not learning Nuskin. She's just doing as boss asked
For the
him.
boss.
Yeah. But anyway, so after about 2 years, they're gone. They're totally gone from this area. And so I find out it doesn't matter when you join, because also you're talking about when I joined Nuskin, people say, you're too late. You are too late. It's all those people before you. They're the one who's going to make money. But, it's so funny that after we joined, then finally we introduced the Kishimoto's in. And the Kishimoto came in within the year. They become Blue Diamond. And I'm still a lapis. When I went to Hong Kong, I was a lapis. And they were Blue Diamonds. And so they make a lot more, they have a lot more income than I do. But I remember I think I just make up dreams as I go along. So one day I told Pat, we almost became Ruby when 1993, I think 1992, 93. And one night I woke him up in the middle of the night. I said, just think, all we have to do is become Emerald. That means we have 6 lines, and they can all become Blue Diamonds. And our second level will have 12 times 6. We're going to be rich.
Visualize your success, Marguerite. That's what Philip's saying.
No, that's what I call. All of a sudden, I realized how the money was made. I could explain. I figured out, and I go, "Oh my God!" But that was a funny episode. Pat says, "You wake me up for that?" Yeah.
How many times were you prospected? How many times were you prospected in your business before you say yes?
Oh, it is true. We were prospected 4 times. So the first time when it's our children's karate instructor. First time he called us, I thought, oh my God, karate instructor call. That time your phone has the hand phone, and you have to see who called in. And I said, oh, karate instructor, we're going out. So I said, probably selling karate uniform. He wanted us to help him. So I kind of flatly said, I'll help you. I said, I'll help you. But I said, wait until school starts. So then he said, no, I'm talking about something about Nuskin. So I said, Nuskin, what's Nuskin? So he said, it's a skincare, nutrition. And I thought, oh, karate teacher selling makeup. And I go, so I went, okay, so I'll see you next week. Then so we kind of flatly, we were going out. So the second time he called, we were very busy. The third time he called, we were busier because we found out he wasn't doing karate uniform. He was talking about something that we don't understand. Then the fourth time he called, luckily he called. If he did not call, we wouldn't be here today. Think about the hair will stand up on my arm, okay? But he did call the 4th time. We wanted to be nice. So we kind of said, okay, we'll visit you, come to our house. So he came September 21st of 1988. It was a Thursday night. And he showed up. What does Nuskin have? Nuskin only have maybe in the beginning only have 15.
Less than 20 products.
Less than 20 products, because when we go to Hong Kong, we were 17.
Yeah.
So, but we had facelift. So he did a half, he said, I got to do it. Otherwise, you don't know the difference. And I thought, yeah, I was 41. And I said, I need a new product because I start having wrinkles. And for women, that's very important. Okay. So he did half a face. And then 20 minutes later, wash it off, face goes up. And I went, oh my God, even if I don't do the business, I need to buy the product.
Yes, yes.
Well, to add to that, you know, I did notice that Hong Tai's hair did improve. Okay, so he used the Nutriol products, and that did help him. So that we knew that at least 2 products can bring results. So that's how we got us interested. And plus, I think Philip, you will agree, right? Hong Tai is a PhD in physical chemistry.
Yeah.
A really exciting speaker at that time. Okay.
Yeah.
He would say, Pat and Marguerite, I am so happy that I got into this business. I'm making such a good income. I'm really excited. It's okay. If someone speaking like that can make a huge amount of money at that time to us, right? It was making $2,400 a month as an executive. I said, 2 of us combined should be a bit livelier than that. So that's how we got started, because we look at him, he's a PhD, all right? I mean, a scientist. If he can do this, we should be able to do it too.
Yeah. So we thought we'd try, and we had a great time. I think through Nuskin, we learned a lot. So the way we speak, how we do this tagging one to the other, we learned from another Blue Diamond in Nuskin, and we saw him and his wife talking. I said, Pat, can we do that? But that time, I remember I was traveling to Hong Kong and Taiwan all by myself. Only summers we go together, and we had lots of fun. I have to say, my kids enjoyed it. Used to be at the Marriott, right on Admiralty, you know, and it was fun. It was fun, and learn a lot through the ages, through all these long time. I just figured out what 38 years.
37.
37 years already. They're going 38 because after September. Yeah.
I guess I'm bringing you guys down the memory lane.
I know.
Pat and Margaret always bring their kids to buy the video games.
Yeah.
In Hong Kong, right?
In Hong Kong. Always ask, where do we buy the video games for the kids, you know? Now they are married, they have kids too, you know, their son.
Yeah, that's right. The grandchildren. And, you know, at the end of the day, you got to have fun on this progress, on this process, you know, in this journey. You got to have fun, you know. You work hard, but at the same time, you got to be fun. And we talk about fun, we got to turn our camera back to Philip. Right? Philip is
can I say something about your just questions? The questions
okay, sure.
about,
If you want to add on, yeah.
Yeah, I want to say something about what you have asked that questions, okay?
Yeah.
Is it more easier or more difficult, right?
Oh, that
Things
one,
like
that question. Okay, fine. Go ahead. What is the difference between...
Is it more easier before and now it's more difficult right now, right?
Yeah.
Then do you know what is my vision? My vision is, if there's no reason why we come to Nuskin, even it's easier, I don't care. But if Nuskin is the only way that my life that can achieve, no matter how difficult, we have to make it happen. These are the people that we want to work with. That's why we can commit 100% every day to make our dreams come true. It's not about difficult or easy. Anyway, there's no free lunch. Well, compare 30 years ago, almost 33 years ago right now, then I tell you honestly, technically speaking, when we're doing Nuskin, I tell you, right now it's much easier. Do you know why? Because you find most people who quit in network marketing and direct selling on Nuskin, it's all about they don't have good connection, they don't know how to talk, they don't know how to sell. Most of the ordinary people have this kind of weakness, and that's why they quit. But nowadays, we have social media. We have Facebook ad. You know what? This totally can this totally can take over our weakness as an ordinary people.
Mm-hmm.
So, from my point of view, congratulations to all of you, because you have the social media, you have the Facebook ad, Instagram ad. I will say, compared to 30 some years ago, right now it's much, much more simple and much, much more easier. That is my vision.
Okay, thank you, Philip. Okay, and one last question for all of you, both of the three of you. What will your life be if you have not started or make that decision, that fateful day, right? September 21st, 1988 for Margaret Song. What will your life be? And then
Oh
what
my
about
God.
Philip?
Well, both of us are way past retirement age.
Yeah.
Okay, 65, right? That's when you normally retire. Thinking back, now we can still travel the world because we know so many people, friends all over the world. Okay, I think if we had kept our job, we'll be just
We'll be two little men and little ladies staying in that first house that we were in, not being able to would not have done to the world around the world trip. We'll be counting our money, because how much, even though we think from retirement, Social Security give us some money, and I used to work for US Air, we have some pensions, but oh my God, everything is going up so much, like grocery bills. I'm looking at regular back then. If you spend $100 in the United States, you get a whole full cart of stuff. Now, full cart of stuff, probably $300 to $400.
Well, not only that, for most retired people, their worst fear is they outlive their money.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You're still healthy, and then all your money is spent already. What do? Right? So in this business, you still have some income, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yes, very. I mean, the thought is very scary, I'm sure. You can get nightmares. Oh my goodness, if I have not said yes to that fourth call.
No.
Well, especially now, you can live to 100. You retire 65. What are you going to do the remaining 35 years?
Yeah.
That's a long time, 35 years. Seriously. Do you really have enough money to support yourself through 35 years?
And for Philip, saying yes to your brother is not difficult, because you have brother started the business. He's not a total stranger. So what happened if you didn't do Nuskin? Like, have you thought about what if, like,
Yeah,
many
of
of your other brothers and sisters didn't join Joseph? I'm sure.
All right. So
Out.
you raise a very good question. I think this question is the most important question for today. I want everyone to pay attention. Okay, if I didn't do Nuskin 1990, 33 years ago, I will miss a lot in my life. I will miss a lot in my life, and I cannot afford. In Nuskin, we are able to become the best versions of ourselves. We don't compare who is better. This is not important. More important is we don't waste ourselves. How can we become the best of ourselves? And how we can become Bruce Lee? Of course, not the one who fight. And I believe everyone can become Bruce Lee. Fish cannot climb the trees, are not idiots, because they are not supposed to climb the trees. Fish is supposed to swim in the ocean. And I believe all of us actually are the fish. And we were always blamed by other people. Hey, you cannot climb the trees. You don't have well education. You cannot speak well. You cannot manage people. The outside is like that. So Nuskin is to empower the fish to become the whale and swim in the ocean. In Nuskin, if I don't do Nuskin, I cannot become the best version of Philip. I don't have time to eat every second. I don't have time to sleep every second. I don't have time to play every second. I don't have time to go to toilet any second. How can be the life is good? You know what you get from nursing is you are able to spend every second, if you're successful, okay? Every second, either on sleeping, eating, playing, dating, and toileting. I tell you, this is truly quality of life. Anytime, anywhere. And how long do you want? If you like, you can sleep 24 hours a day, like Joseph Chung. Joseph said his dream is to sleep. My brother. So he sleep 12 to 15 hours a day. Okay? So you need to know that you are going to pursue a highest quality living standard of what I've just mentioned. Not just this, not just the quality of life, but also you live in a you make your life really meaningful and valuable because you can spend every second to love your health. To love your health. To love your family. To love your dreams and yourself. And to love the society. That's what Nuskin offered to us. So if I didn't make it 33 years ago, then I cannot become the best version of myself. And I missed a lot in my life. And that is why we are in Nuskin. Of course, Nuskin is a great company. That is the basic. The more important is we need to let everyone in the world and in India to know about it. Right now, we are here to empower the right people to achieve the best life, the best version of himself. So I wish to answer you these questions. What will I miss if I didn't do this? Yeah, that is what I want.
Thank you, Philip. Yes, to become the best version of ourselves, and we've covered so much. We brought you from way back to 1991. Even Nuskin 1984, 1986 Canada, and that's how Pat and Marguerite found Philip and Joseph and everybody. So you know what? This is the time for us to really take massive action for our India opening, which is 2 days, soft opening, which is 2 days. And, essentially the soft opening is in November. The official opening will be somewhere in May or so. The company hasn't officially announced. So therefore, this is a time, like what earlier on Pat and Margaret and Philip mentioned, just talk to anybody. Who do you know? Who do you know? We're opening Hong Kong. Who do you know in Hong Kong? Who do you know? Canada, right? And that's how you find people. Who do you know? So open the mouth, go out and meet people, don't stay at home, and just really, really leverage on this new market opening called India. And of course, opening up, also launching our Presium IO next month. So therefore, this is a great opportunity. So, well, Pat, do you want to add something, or I'm just trying to make a close?
Yeah. Well, to add to what you said, okay, who do you know? Who do you know? Now think about it. Kishimoto was part of our major alliance after we joined.
Japan.
That's the only Japanese couple we knew at that time. If you had asked us to, okay, who find us another Japanese? I could. Okay, but because we talked to Tamako and Kishi, it make a huge difference.
And we talked to them 4 times because we invited them to go over to talk to them. And they were always, no, we're too busy, blah, 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 this and that. So I do believe, first of all, you need to have patience. You need to be sweet and you ask them over and over, and then don't be nagging. And then just tell them there is a business that's coming. November 1st, you got 2 more days, right? So if they're willing to sit down with you, you talk to them. May not say yes the first time. It's okay, but you will be there.
Advice from Pat and Margaret. Just be patient, be sweet to them. Ask everybody that you know, Indian, non-Indians, who do you know? Talk to all the Indians.
Persist.
And Philip, one last advice. Since
Every time when Nuskin open a big potential market, we are very fortunate. Chung Associates usually have a market share in a new market. Okay, and I won't be surprised. This is going to be happen to us at the same time. I am not surprised. Okay, but more about you guys. You know that. Don't think India is very remote. No, you should think about the next 5, 10, 20 years. What India bring to you? India can be as big as the China market. It can be as big as China. And you know what? Actually, what you need is to build the foundations. When the foundation was set up in India, it duplicates itself. It's called duplication. And that's why you really leverage, you really enjoy the freedom and in the business. So what I mean is that don't think too much, start actions. Be considering to people. Don't push the wrong people to join. Rather to empower the right people, them so that we can help them to achieve their dreams together. And now you know what? We are here together with you. I believe Pat and Margaret and me, honestly, no matter online and offline, we'll be with you all the time in India. And let's rock Indian market.
Yes, let's create history together. Thank you very much, Pat, Margaret, and Philip. Hey, I'm going to stop recording, and everybody, you guys can unmute, and we'll take a photo together. Let's just I want to get a gallery view for everybody. Turn on the camera. I want to take a photo with everybody with a big smile and high five.
High five. High five.
Wow, sorry, I mixed out I forgot I should get more audience, okay, capacity, but it's 100, all right. So my own Zoom, I don't normally get 100 people. So it was an oversight on my part here. But nevertheless, thanks to this Rachel for helping me stream to
YouTube, I think.
Yeah, so anyway, that's recording. We will definitely send the recording to you. And so you can rewatch it, you can share it with people. There's a lot of nuggets of wisdom from the three of them. We're really, really happy. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Please, you can unmute and say thanks to
You in India.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Rosalind.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Let's rock India.
Thank you, Margaret.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Patrick.
Thank you.
Let's rock India.
See you in Ahmedabad.
So
Let me
high
five.
Let's high five together.
See you in Ahmedabad.
Bye together.
Yes,
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Asia.
Together.
Good morning, everywhere.
See you in
I
Ahmedabad.
forgot to ask a question about the Vera waters. Yeah, too many questions. Everybody is so excited. So great. Thank you so much.
Next round.
Thank you. Next round. There will always be.
Thank you, Rosalind, for making this happen.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was very useful and, I think very timely.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jaya. Yes, very timely. Yes, that's why I thought it would be great for all of us to learn from these legends in our team business, to really learn from them from 1991. And again, there's many questions, but there's a lot of similarities that essentially just go and be yourself and, less action, use the products, talk to every one of them.
And enjoy the journey.
Yes.
Enjoy the journey. Yes, have fun while you do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
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 Have a good day.
Pat.
Bye.
Bye.